Young living every day, giving it to you uncut and straight, man. Now listen, today, man, is a video, man. This video is just specifically about women that speak on a group of men that they speaking on, what's it called, MGTOW or something like that. But we're gonna dive into it, y'all.
I'm gonna tell you the real secret about men going their own way. You gotta have heart. You can't have walls and you can't have armor going, you'll never come in. I will never let you in again. That, unfortunately, will keep people very lonely and cynical for the rest of their life. And face it, this world is already hard as it is. So why the hell would you want to become a cynic? Why?
I'll tell you one thing. As a man in the States, if you live in a Western society, you shouldn't be letting none of these women in. I'm going to be honest. So I disagree with her point. And the reason I say that is because, let's be honest, a lot of these women, especially in the States, Western society, a lot of these women are very promiscuous. They whores. No man want to work extremely hard, give his resources, energy, attention, and time to women who are promiscuous. It's a bad bet for marriage. And then don't even let me get started on that. Who the heck want to get married to a woman in Western society when the laws is incentivizing women for leaving men off the way that they feel? So no, men don't trust women. This is why I always advocate for men to get their passport and go overseas. Now that don't mean go overseas and be an icy blue pill beta sat. Women are still women. Women aren't hardwired to want the best guy that they can get. The only difference is over there, they go about it a different way. You're more likely to get feminine, cooperative women who are going to be loyal to you, who ain't been passed around by everybody. Your probability is a lot higher overseas. In the States, yeah, I don't think no man should be giving commitment. No man should be paying no attention to women. No man should be taking women serious. And no man should be marrying none of these American women unless you're a guy who feel like you need to stay in the States and you vetted her long enough and you've seen that she's worthy of that, then maybe so. However, that's just my take on that. Let's continue.
So that you can survive, so that you can buy more cars, more stuff. And then what? And when you die, where does that go? What do you do with that stuff?
It's so funny. She said, so you could buy more cars and buy all this other stuff, right? But these are the men that y'all like, including the lady in the video. They be wanting this social proof of man to be attracted to. It's so funny. This woman sitting here talking about buying all these cars and all these other things. Mass majority of attractive girls is dealing with the men who go buy these cars. That's why the man buying the cars to impress these women, because that's what the women want to see. You know what I'm saying? As far as dealing with these women, you go overseas. That's it. That's how you get rid of that problem. Get your passport, travel overseas. Guarantee you won't have to worry about that no more. Let's continue.
Unto what? You're building unto what?
And they have this whole convention every year called the 21 Convention, where it's just teaching men how to be better, right? And on paper, that sounds great, right? That sounds like a great idea. But when it actually happens, when you see it, it's basically just a bunch of misogynistic dudes teaching other dudes how to treat women like shit.
Misogynistic dudes that teach other men how to treat women like shit, right? That's what he said. Now, let's be honest. Do I agree with that tactic? Say that's the truth? No. However, it's funny. Most of these women deal with men that treat them like that. So that's why most guys are doing it, right? And let's just scale it back a little bit. I don't really know this event that he's speaking on, but when you use this term misogyny, first of all, you got to know the definition of misogyny when it comes to a man. Second off, what is this event about? You know what I'm saying? Because these people throw out, you got some of these guys that are icy blue pill men, and they live by that term. So when you're throwing out that word, they'll say because a man hold a woman to a standard, when women hold men to a standard, they'll try to say he's a misogynist. Man is a hater if he hold women to a standard when women always hold men to a standard. This is the clown world we live in, y'all. This is why I'm telling you, again, get your passport. Continue.
MGTOW, MGTOW, mediocre men to optimum women.
You heard what she said, mediocre men to optimum women. And who's she going to describe to be an optimum woman? or the optimum women, who are they supposed to be? What, beautiful women who make a whole bunch of money, who are extremely promiscuous and masculine, who want it their way and only their way? But let's continue.
There is this extreme sense of MGTOW, and this is men who completely want to dissociate themselves from women altogether. They don't even want to communicate with any women.
No, this is what I'm saying. It ain't that men don't want to communicate with women. Men dissociate themselves with these women because these women are promiscuous. They're whores. They're horrible people. And I'm not saying all women, but on a balance of probability, it's a lot more bad women out here nowadays. Good women that's beautiful in the States or the Western society, any man like I know, any man who really out here knows that if she's a beautiful woman in the States and she's feminine, cooperative, she's more likely snatched up already. Men in the States know that these women is very few in between of these women. And when they come across one, they snatch them up. They don't even take the time to vet them like they should. They break all the rules. Oh, she's going to be my girlfriend in 2 weeks. They snatch them right on up. Scarcity mindset. Get your passport. So it's not that men don't want to be with women. Men don't want to be with women who are in good representations of them. Continue.
Whether it be family, a neighbor, a friend. And right off the bat, I'm sure you guys can see why this is problematic. Instead of empowering women and being happy that women are being granted more rights when it comes to business, when it comes to politics, when it comes to all across the board.
Empowering women. Women already empowered already. You can lie on a guy, mess up his brand, make him lose all his money. No consequences, no jail time for that, right? Believe all women first without asking any questions. Women can say anything they can about a man. Before Roe versus Wade, guess what? If you get her pregnant, she get to make the decision whether she want to keep the child or not. She go out, have sex with a loser, the government steps in and comes save her. Don't hold her accountable for her bad decisions. They incentivize it. Oh, if she get married to him and she don't feel like she want to do the marriage anymore, she can walk away and just take him to the cleaners and take half of his stuff. I think y'all been empowered more than enough at this point. You want me to sit here, put you on the pedestal, empower you so you can gain power that you never had access to, that you don't know what to do with when you get, and try to emasculate. What they want to do is emasculate the man. You want you to be superior to them, and then they can lose respect for you, emasculate you, and then move on to another man that they respect. They ask you for something that they don't like.
Women are progressing, and we've been progressing. Now, men...
Now, you heard what she just said. Women are progressing, and we've been progressing. Pay very close attention to this, guys. She's not lying about that. Look, they asked to vote. Now they're able to vote. They asked to be able to work. Now they're able to work. They go on to college. They got their own. They can get their own businesses, right? Sports, all these different fields. And last but not least, you got a woman that's the vice president right now. So she's not lying about what she's saying. What they coming out with that show called She-Hulk? Now they taking the superheroes and putting women in place of them. So she's very right about what she's saying. And what do? You're putting these women in position of power. Now they think they better than men. So should we continue to empower women and put women in male roles so women can emasculate men, overlook men? Absolutely not. But that's what this country is coming to. That's why I tell you, man, get your passport. Continue.
In this community find that to be threatening, which is absurd to me because we still live in a patriarchal society. And even in 2021, being born as a man is literally giving you an advantage head start in life. So the fact that they're
being born as a man is giving you an advantage. What men are we talking about? Because it depends on what man. Being born as a man only gives you an advantage if your mother had enough sense to reserve her value and vet the right man to choose to sit down, have a relationship with, get married, and procreate with. A man is have leadership standards, right? He's ambitious. He's financially stable, right? He actually wants to be with her, and he's going to be able he wants to have a family, and he's going to be able to mold his son and teach his son to be the man he needs to be. That's the only time it's beneficial for men. Most women choose guys that are no good for them, and there's a lot of guys out here who don't have fathers. So if you grow up and you don't have a father, it's not going to be beneficial for you as a man. You're raised by a single woman, and you're going to have these icy blue pill beta tendencies, and you're going to have to somehow grow, develop yourself, and drain all these icy blue pill beta tendencies out of your system. So I disagree with her. It depends on whether or not he grew up in a mother and a father household, and that father was the leader in that family, and that father can teach him everything he needs to be a great member of society. That's when he'll be in an advantage standpoint. But there are men that don't have that advantage. But let's continue.
Anti-feminist is already just so disappointing to me.
See, this is what they want. They want you to accept. They want you to accept them, come into your world, them to be able to utilize all of your resources. Talking about it's still a patriarchal society. This is what they want. They want this society to become matriarchal. They want to be the man. Look at these female rappers putting their hands up like they got guns, ski masks on, grills in their mouth, chokers on. You see what I'm saying? They want the men. They want to be these men without the responsibility. They want this to be a matriarchal society. They want to emasculate men. They want you to get on your knees and bow down to them. That's what they want, man. This is why I tell y'all, get your passport, man. But let's continue.
Men Going Their Own Way is a group of men. It's an online movement of men who choose to be single. So
why do they choose to be single? Why? Let's peel the layers back. Like I just said already, because a lot of y'all are promiscuous. That's what y'all do. Y'all go out here, burn up all y'all youth for years, have sex with all these different guys, and then you try to rebrand yourself and sell yourself to to a man who's unaware of women nature, and dress yourself up to be this innocent bystander. You want him to pay full price for the car when you gave it to multiple other men for free. You want him to only be monogamous to you and suppress his desires when you got to outlive yours. This is the world we live in, y'all. Let's go.
They're eligible bachelors and they've decided to stay single, which means they won't be pursuing a long-term relationship.
They shouldn't be pursuing a long-term relationship with no women that are promiscuous.
They don't want to get married. They don't want to have kids.
Nope, we don't want children and family from women who are whores who go out and sleep with multiple men. They are not trusted. They are embarrassment to family and to children. You're right.
They just want to stay single and improve themselves.
Yeah, guys, stay single, improve yourselves, get your passport, and go overseas. That's what I tell you.
And you're thinking, well, we're hardwired to connect and to procreate. Why are these men choosing to be single?
Yeah, we're hardwired to connect and procreate with women who aren't promiscuous. By default, it's in a man's nature to not want to be with a woman who has a promiscuous past, who's going to embarrass him, who he can't even guarantee that the child is going to be his. Absolutely. A woman who more than likely been promiscuous lost her ability to pair bond. Now she's moving on dopamine feelings as if she's a guy. But let's continue, man.
Well, from what I've read, it's from their frustrations from dating other women, their frustrations from, the gender bias that they see, the stereotypes.
Oh, it's definitely a gender bias.
Be, particularly scrutinizing when it comes to the type of women that they date. They no longer want to be considered the breadwinners, if you will, in their relationships. A lot of MGTOW men believe wholeheartedly in 50-50 relationships where both the man and woman carry equal weight.
Well, why do these men believe in 50-50 relationships where both men and women carry equal weight? You women ask to be feminists. Y'all want equal rights, right? But y'all don't want equal responsibility. See, this is the problem that I was already stating to y'all. They want you to come. They want to go out here, earn $200,000-$300,000 a year. Then they want you to be able to make $200,000 or $300,000 a year, match them or make more money. Then they want to utilize your resources while they sit back and save theirs and plot on a way up. That's what they want to do. They want to utilize your resources while they save their money and build. And they just want to learn more and more from you and get more information from you so they can become more powerful, become bigger, then look down on you. That's what they like to do, man. This is the society we live in. Oh, man wanted 50-50. Well, y'all asked for equal rights, right? Y'all wanted to be equal. Oh, you claim you can do the same thing a man can do. Okay, well, guess what? You want to go out there and earn all this money? Then you need to be contributing a portion of that. What's the problem with that? So he's supposed to make all the money and just let you make your money and then it'd be cool. See, they want to be men until it's time to actually be a man. I want to be equal to you, be able to work and make my money, but I don't want to pay bills. You see what I'm saying? That's the game that they want to play. So it ain't that y'all ask for equality. So guess what? You're going to be equal. You're going to pass that equality down. And guess what? You're going to go half on them bills with those guys. You want to throw your money in his face and tell him how much money you making? Well, guess what? You need to be contributing to some of them bills then. Shit. Continue.
In the relationship, a lot of these men are just absolutely refusing to give the time of day and validation, if you will, to women, or putting them on a pedestal is what people like to call it. They don't.
Why should we give you a validation? You get a whole bunch of attention and validation every day in real life on all these social media platforms. And why the heck would I put you on a pedestal? For what? What you want me to do? Give you an ego boost to lose respect? Let's be honest. All the men that put y'all on a pedestal, do y'all go be with those guys? All these guys on Instagram and your DMs, on Bumble, Tinder, Hinge, all these dating sites, do y'all go be with these guys? Oh, it's plenty of men out there to put you on the pedestal that'll give you the world if they could. Is those the men you choose? Let's look at the men that y'all lay down and have kids and have sex with. Is these men that put you on the pedestal? No, they not. That's why man ain't gonna put you on the pedestal, because they know the man that you're sleeping with and the man that most of you women are having encounters with aren't men that put you on the pedestal. Man, I'm cooking, man. Let's continue.
I want to put women on a pedestal and make them the prize anymore. They're no.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, women. If you're talking about 10 to 20% of men, the men are the prize, because you're fighting to get the top 10 to 20% of men. It's 167 million women in the United States. And if you're fighting for 10 to 20% of men, who got the leverage? The man do. So if the man got the leverage, you women are getting a short end of the stick. It's supply and demand, right? Where the man is the demand, right? So that means the man would be the prize. But let's continue.
No longer wanting to assume their natural masculine role of provider and caretaker, in a way, as far as like providing for the household and all of that stuff.
Well, why should they be the natural provider and caretaker for providing for the household? Don't ask for equality then when it's time to pay bills, then you want to try to backtrack. It don't work like that. You don't want to pay bills. Don't act like you got a pair of dick and balls and you want to pull them out on the table. And then start acting, well, I make $200,000 a year. Quit talking about your money if you don't want to pay no bills then. Can't have it both ways. Well, 1 minute you want to act like you make this kind of money, but you don't want to contribute to anything. You don't want to contribute to anything. Then why are you speaking about your money then? It holds no weight in a man's life. Quit talking about it. Continue.
They feel as though they shouldn't have to do that because all of these women out here are gold diggers and they're only after their money. And the only way that they're going to settle down with the woman is if she's willing to stick in there and go 50-50.
Well, let's be honest. Why should a man give his resources, energy, attention, and time to a woman who only want to be with him for the sole purpose that he got money? I don't blame these men. Get your passports. Continue.
So, no, you don't need women. For anything, really. But Jessica, what about love? Okay, here's the thing. Yes, I very much do believe that love is something natural we're all inclined to do. I do believe that love is the greatest thing on earth. But here's the thing. Love is not wanting. Love is not needing. Love in and of itself is giving. In fact, it's giving.
Love, she's going to say love is not wanting. Love is not needing. Love is giving. Not wanting and not needing somebody is not wrapped into love. So a woman who only expect you to give her something is supposed to be the definition of love. Do you see what these women be saying? Not wanting, not needing. Women that truly have an organic, genuine desire for a man is a woman that really wants the man. Those are the women who are more likely to be loyal, who want to be with you, who gonna be somebody for you that she ain't ever been for nobody before. She think that giving. She telling y'all to accept women who just want you to give to her. That's supposed to be love. Get your passport, man. I'm telling you, man. Listen, I see you through all this stuff. Continue.
Giving. In fact, it's giving without expecting anything in return. Literally, when you truly love something, you don't motherfucking want anything in return or expect it or wait around for it and say, well, you know what? I did all this for you.
Okay, well, check this out. When a woman, if that's the case, it ain't about expecting anything in return, then well, guess what? When a woman lay down with a man, she shouldn't be expecting no man to pay her bills, get her nail, hairs, and feet done. Right? That's an equal exchange. But y'all treat sex like a value loaded exchange. Why is it when a man lay down and do the same thing you do, which is fornicate, right? You still expect something out of it. If a man shouldn't expect anything, you shouldn't expect nothing. Y'all both were attracted to each other. Y'all had an encounter. He don't owe you anything. But guess what? You want him to take you on dates. You want him to buy this. You want him to buy that, right? So you're expecting something. You want us not to expect anything for our hard-earned money, but at the same time, y'all supposed to expect the world. Man, get out of here, man. Delusional. Get your passport. Continue.
So, like, this is what you have to give me back. Or even, you know what? I like bought all this shit for you, and you like don't put out ever.
Did y'all not hear what she just said? See how she mimic y'all guys and make fun of a man? I buy all this stuff for you, and you don't put out. You see what I'm saying? They expect you to take them out on these expensive dates, right? And spend money on these dates and pay for things, right? Show them a good time, spend your money, resources, energy, attention, and time on them, and don't expect anything, but they supposed to expect dates out of you. And they want high-end dates too, when they not giving it to Pookie, Ray Ray, Tyrone, and Chad. But she wants you to pay all that money for the same date, and after you take her on that date, she gonna get her back blown out. Oh, shoot. For free. By who? Pookie and Ray Ray or Tyrone and Chad. That's what you would do. You pay $500 for a date for a girl who have no substance, and the whole time she ain't even gonna be able to have no conversation. And when the date over, guess what's gonna happen? She's gonna give you a fake hug, and she's gonna go get her back blown out for the free. You're not supposed to expect anything at all. Oh, that's just being the man, just giving away your resources. You're supposed to do that, right? Oh, you're supposed to take her on these dates. Oh, but at the same time, they can expect everything for you. This is why I tell y'all, get your passport. This woman and most women like her are delusional, man. Continue.
So if you're in a state of like, I don't get it, like I did all these nice things for her, like why won't she like come back around and like sit on my bean? If you really
okay, well, why y'all always cry about the same guy going around sleep with the same top 10 to 20% of men? He just dumped me. All guys are dogs. All you guys are trash. Keep complaining. I'm gonna keep complaining about the same guys that treat me like trash, that never wanted me, but then I'm gonna overlook all the good guys and say all guys are bad guys. So y'all complain about stuff. Y'all complain about that. You expect us to not expect nothing, but y'all can expect the world, and then y'all bash every man when you overlook good men, and you go out there to go deal with other guys who don't want you, and then they pump you and dump you, and then you get mad at every other guy. You see, it's supposed to be a standard on you, but you're not supposed to have no standards. Oh, spend all this money on me while she go get her back blown out by Ray Ray after the date and waste your money. This is the mindset of these American women, bro. This is why I tell you, get your passport. Continue.
feel like you need her to reciprocate that badly, you need to take a look at yourself and why you feel that need.
You need to take a look at yourself and figure out why you need that. That's what she said. It's a problem with you for having standards, right, as a man.
Came to my attention about a year ago about this new lifestyle that men are adopting called MGTOW, and it stands for men going their own way. Now what this means is men of all backgrounds and all incomes are completely saying no to marriage, dating women in general, and then especially marriage and children. What
benefit is it for men now when it comes to marriage and children? The way these women is moving, as promiscuous as they is, as hypergamous as they is, as delusional as they is, as selfish as they is, what benefits would it be for a man to get married in America to a woman and have children? None. But let's continue.
It's a lot, okay? And if you guys don't understand how serious this is probably one of the most detrimental things that has happened to any community, but especially, me as a Black woman in the Black community. Now, for single women, this MGTOW movement means even the nice guys, as you guys like to call them, are completely saying no to marriage. They're saying no to relationships, having children. In the Black community,
Why? And why is that? Why are the good boys saying no to marriage, relationships, and children? In the Black community specifically, let's talk about that. What are the kind of men that most Black women go after? Pookies, Ray Rays, Tyrones, and Chads. None of these guys are good dudes, right? That is the mass majority of Black women, not all. Mass majority of Black women go after Pookies, Ray Rays, Tyrones, and Chads. And those are the guys who they have sexual encounters with, and those are the guys, the Pookies and Ray Rays, that they have children with. So as a Black man, if you're a good boy, by default in the Black community, you're going to be an outcast. So why should a Black dude that's a good dude sit there and go have kids and family with a woman that has a desire and a want and been imprinted by Pookie, Ray Ray, Tyrone, and Chad? So no, these good men are opting out in the Black community because they don't want to sit down and make family with a female who only want to be with a different demographic of men. So if you a good dude as a Black guy, I would highly suggest you opt out too. Get your passport, get out of there. Go get you a Black woman in South America somewhere, Central America somewhere. Somebody who's actually going to appreciate you for being the man that you are. That's just the facts. Most of y'all Black women want to be with Pookie, Ray Ray, Tyrone, and Chad. These are facts. So by default, if he a good boy, no, he don't want to be with y'all because he know who y'all really want to be with. I don't blame him. He should get his passport. They can have all these standards on you and all of them chase after the top 10 to 20% man, but it is some kickback on you as a man when you become that guy to have some standards. Do y'all not see this, man? Get your passport. And then say in the video, it's a problem. You're not supposed to expect nothing at all. But they supposed to get the world just because they a woman. She could be delusional, not have no substance, don't respect you, talk to you all kind of crazy, right? Wasting your energy, attention, and time. Oh, you supposed to do that because you a man. This is why I tell y'all, get your passport, man. Listen, I got some stuff lined up. And yeah, you about to see me travel somewhere. I'm working on that right now. But listen, man, y'all see it with y'all own eyes. This is the clown world we live in. And this is why I always advocate passport for you brothers. Listen, that's all I got to say about this one. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. The more you give me, the more I can give you. Like, comment, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another friend, man. Get them all involved. But listen, I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.
Yeah, got the streets on fire, feel the heat, the Wayne way. Ain't never had no handouts, put in work, I'm self-made. Superhero strength, I got the power, Luke Cage. Flexing on them haters like Drake. This is real rap, no cap.